days, we explore several amazing sites in South Georgia. Our first morning here starts with a landwalk and zodiac cruise at Rightwell Bay. After the already fabulous morning, we do the same at Salisbury Plain, one of the largest king penguin colonies in the world. Rightwell Bay is on South Georgia's northeast coast and home to a colony of 25,000 breeding pairs of king penguins. Because only a maximum of 100 people can go on land here in South Georgia at one time, the red and blue groups are doing a split morning, with half of the guests landing and the other half doing a zodiac cruise first, before swapping mid-morning.
Rock getting on this morning.
Yep, got you.
Here's little Martin. Off we go. Rightwell Bay.
Rightwell Bay, that's it.
You're lifting
And
it.
the fog is clear.
You're lifting it.
It's writing for us.
Right.
Exactly.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to South Georgia.
It's
It's fabulous, isn't it? What a beautiful place. Has it stopped raining?
Yeah,
Right,
sort of.
Wow.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is
good.
nothing.
Right, so we're going to head over that way. And just as a reminder, no backpacks on. Lovely, thank you. If someone goes overboard, even when we're shuttling, it can be just as dangerous, if not more. So please shout out man overboard, point to that person and keep pointing, because in these seas they get a bit rougher now we're here in South Georgia. We're in a sheltered bay at the moment, but it can get quite bad. If I go overboard, I'm going to take this with me, the kill cord, which will stop the engine. Does anyone know how to drive a Zodiac? Oh, perfect. Well, there is a spare kill cord that you can use. Please come and get me, that'd be great. But if there's no one on board that can drive, there's 2 paddles, one either side, just come and get me, alright? That would be really appreciated. Let's go and see some birds. King penguins, look at them.
You don't have to go far here to see wildlife. The wildlife comes to you. From the moment we step out of the Zodiacs, we're greeted by curious king penguins and fur seals. Binder Beach is an enormously popular fur seal breeding location. At the height of summer, the beach is so packed that landings are impossible. Right now, all the young pups and mothers are left on the beach. The larger males have all gone back to sea. The rules of engagement with wildlife on South Georgia says that we have to be at least 5 metres away from the animals, but we really don't have a chance to do that here. Clearly, the penguins and seal pups love to have some action with the strange and rather colourful visitors.
Here are the little guys. They want to show off a little bit here.
You're getting a bit close, little guy. You're getting a bit close. You don't want to go that close. We have 2 hours on land, plenty of time to just stand and watch and enjoy the antics of the king penguins. There's definitely some unseen connection between them and us, and it's hard to say who's more excited about this beautiful encounter.
How's the weather?
Wonderful!
It's been very British, isn't it?
It's South Georgia weather! It's summer! The weather is rather miserable this morning, with rain and wind, and a temperature of only 2 degrees Celsius. But we don't mind. It gives this amazing landscape a wild and untamed look, and for the first time we actually get a feeling of how far we are away from civilization. Wonderful. We can see the glittering pearls of rain on the shiny feathers of the king penguins. They, of course, don't care about the rain. Their coat is completely waterproof. Whether our outer gear is too remains to be seen. The walk along the beach takes us to a little hill, and we have to be careful to stay on the path and not take a shortcut through the tussock grass. Fur seal pups use the little mounts as resting spots or just to have a better look at us. They're certainly just as curious about us as the king penguins, and here and there try to practice a little aggressive behaviour. Rather than being gathered on a plain, as in many spots on South Georgia, the king penguin colony here spreads up the side of a hill, giving the impression of a massive amphitheatre packed with noisy avian spectators. The king penguin breeding cycle is quite unusual. Breeding pairs typically breed twice every 3 years, with a full breeding cycle taking 13 to 16 months. Due to this irregular breeding cycle, at any time of year some birds are foraging, some are nesting, and some are in colonies mating, molting or roosting. Most nesting areas will host a mix of chicks, immature and adult birds at various stages of development. Before mating, king penguins undergo an annual molt. Over a period of around 30 days, they lose all their feathers and grow a new coat of waterproof plumage. Most king penguins don't begin to breed until they're between 5 and 6 years old. They're known as serial monogamists, taking one partner each breeding season and working together to raise their chick before choosing a new partner the following year. Males court females with trumpeting calls and visual displays, bowing, stretching to their full height and raising their bills skyward. Males and females may also groom one another in preparation for mating. Courtship can last up to a month. Despite its name, the Antarctic fur seal is most commonly found on sub-Antarctic islands, such as South Georgia, the Falklands and the South Shetland Islands, rather than on the Antarctic mainland. South Georgia alone hosts about 95% of the world's Antarctic fur seal population, with around 6 million seals. The giant petrel is known for its powerful build and aggressive scavenging behaviour. Often nicknamed stinkers, these birds are fierce predators and scavengers. There are 2 species, the northern and southern giant petrel. The northern species inhabits areas north of the Antarctic convergence zone, while the southern species ranges from Antarctica to subtropical regions. A key difference between the species is the bill colour. Southern giant petrels have red-tipped bills, while northern giant petrels have green-tipped bills. Both species produce a waxy stomach oil, which sustains them on long flights or feeds their chicks. This oil can be used as a defence mechanism. When threatened, giant petrels can projectile vomit the foul-smelling liquid to deter predators. Interestingly, about 15% of southern giant petrels are nearly all white due to a genetic trait. Oh, he's really running off out. This guy is stuck in the mud. He's doing the hard work. These are the bones of a flipper.
The bird's got his head all red because it's covered in blood.
Did you see that? Although our rain jackets are pretty wet, we're looking forward to the Zodiac cruise.
Thank you. It has the same smell. It has the same heat.
We're surrounded by king penguins. Antarctic fur seals are often mistaken for sea lions due to their longer necks, pointed muzzles and long whiskers. They display significant sexual dimorphism. Females grow up to 4 feet 6 and weigh around 75 pounds, while males can reach 6 foot 6 and weigh up to 300 pounds. Occasionally, a rare pale blonde variant can be spotted, affecting roughly 1 in 1,000 seals. These seals primarily feed on krill, with males occasionally preying on penguins. Since the end of commercial sealing, their population has significantly recovered, though threats remain from leopard seals, which target young pups, and climate change, which impacts krill availability. Female seals synchronise their births, with 90% of pups born within a 10-day window each year, typically in December. Pups are weaned by 4 months old and will venture into the sea until they are mature enough to breed. Wow, we are so glad we have an action camera with us on this trip that is fully waterproofed. The water is really clear here in the bay, and it is amazing to see the king penguins underwater. They move so much more gracefully and use their flippers as rudders and to pick up speed. King penguins forage at sea up to 1,000 kilometres from their colonies. Their diet varies depending on their location and the time of year, but generally includes squid and fish, particularly lanternfish. Like most seabirds, king penguins store food and regurgitate it later to feed their chicks. They are master divers, diving to depths of over 360 metres in pursuit of food. They can spend up to 10 minutes underwater, but typically resurface after 5 minutes. The 90-minute Zodiac cruise is just as spectacular as the landing. We didn't do this 10 years ago and are so happy about this wonderful experience.
Wow, what do you think about the morning? It was cold up after a while, but
Cold and wet. My boots leak.
yeah,
The muck boots, I've got to get those changed.
we've got to dry everything. We've got this dry out. It was a landing that we've not had before, so that was fabulous. But it's just started to rain when we got back on board. Hopefully,
It was raining when we got off board.
yeah, hopefully we get it all dried up by the time we go to Salisbury Plain.
I don't think that's possible, because these things, some of this stuff is really wet.
It's actually really calm seas, but it's fog all the way down to the water. So this is Salisbury Plain, and it looks way different to what we had last time.
Again, the two groups of passengers are split. We're now doing the Zodiac cruise first and see a beautiful iceberg before our Zodiac is surrounded by hundreds of penguins, a sight that even our expedition guides have never experienced before. Afterwards, we walk to the second largest king penguin colony in South Georgia, a sight that we still remember vividly from our first visit 10 years ago. Salisbury Plain is the biggest open flat space on South Georgia, a huge stretch of glacial outwash backed by glaciers pouring down from mountains and fronted by a nearly 5-kilometre long beach, home to the island's largest breeding population of elephant seals. It was first visited in the bloody phase of polar sealing in the early 19th century, and elephant seals were caught here right up until the whaling stations were abandoned in the 1960s.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. It is now 3 o'clock. I'm just going to call from Pippa, and we will start with the blue group in 15 minutes.
We're sharing the boat with Pippa's parents. They look different than we've got without the gear.
We've got the precious cargo amongst us, you know.
Jeff is coming in.
Take your backpack off, please. Alles goed. So, well, welcome to my zodiac. This is my zodiac now. Yes, I'm the captain of this zodiac. And well, I will get to me later. First, the safety briefing. So the front of the boat is called the bow. Behind there you find the bow box. In the bow box is an anchor. If I need it, you can open it up. Don't throw it overboard yet, because it's not attached, so then we'll lose it. Behind there you find the safety barrel. There's everything in for 15 persons for 24 hours to survive. Tents, we can purify water, we have everything.
Wow.
Even put whiskey in.
Oh, okay.
Let's get stuck. Naughty. Let's get stuck, yes. Yeah, I never had to use it, will not use it today. Here in the back it's me, Saskia, with my kill cord. If I go overboard, I will kill the engine. If anybody knows how to drive, and I believe there's some, yes, there's a spare kill cord underneath. May we lose John as well, please not, but then there's pedals here.
Excuse me.
No, let's not. Oh, you can drive too. Of course, yes, of course. Well, then we have a lot of people. But otherwise, we have pedals here as well. Please come and pick me up. If one of you goes overboard, don't swim towards me. That's way too much energy waste. I will come and pick you up as soon as possible. Just stay floating. And then we'll help you out. If I cannot easily get out, there's a rope in the front. There's a throw bag here in the back. So you can throw this to me if you're approaching me. Again, we're here in Salisbury Plain. It is a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Hopefully it clears a little bit more, because there's some glaciers. They're already popping up. It's your cruise, so let's make the best of it. I can turn the zodiac any way you want. I will try and see where you're looking, and then try and position the zodiac like that. But if you see something, you want to go back, you want to make a turn, then please let me know, and then we'll make the best of it.
Our first zodiac stop are the small icebergs in the bay. 10 years ago we had beautiful sunshine here, but no icebergs.
Where it comes from.
There you've got them with the icebergs.
What I
Yeah,
think
exactly.
is that
This is so beautiful. Doctor on board. Oh, that's handy. Afterwards, Saskia takes the zodiac closer to the shoreline, where thousands of king penguins and fur seals go for their little swim and wash.
more like a that's a male. Okay. And when you hear a little bit more of a pitch, like a higher pitch, I think it's an A-B, like a that's females.
Okay. Penguins beside you. Both Saskia and Martin switch off the zodiac motors, and the longer we stay in one spot, the more king penguins arrive. The water's not quite as clear here as it was this morning in Right Whale Bay, so the underwater shots are a little murky this time. Hundreds of them swim in circles around the two zodiacs. It's like a penguin highway. Wow! Some of the penguins try to even jump into the zodiacs.
Oh, there you go.
Pretty impressive.
I think the word spreads around that these guys on the boats are very funny. They're literally trying to get into the boat. Saskia is taking videos. Now we have the colony behind us as well, and the glacier.
I have never ever seen it. It's never ever.
The seal that's joining the mayhem.
I think we have to make a selfie too.
That was a fabulous experience.
That was
Never thought
superb.
you'd see them like that.
No.
And seeing them under the water.
That
Because the
is
water
just
doesn't look
amazing.
clear, but it is.
We got so close to them.
We've got some aggressive seals here.
From the landing spot on the beach, it's roughly 1 kilometre to the large king penguin colony.
Can we come down, ladies?
Almost there, sweetie. There you go. I'm gonna go and make our way carefully through the mud here. Just like the penguins.
With the retreating of the Grace and Lucas glaciers, which have been shrinking with increasing rapidity throughout the 20th century, a large plain was revealed and the numbers of king penguins has grown exponentially. In 1912, just 350 pairs were recorded, but today there are more than 45,000 pairs, possibly resulting in as many as 150,000 birds at the height of molting season, including chicks, stretching in a wild cacophony from the plain into the low hills in front of the glacier. The colony here is one of the most studied in South Georgia. After mating, the female lays one egg, and both parents take turns foraging and incubating the eggs under a brood pouch on their feet, like emperor penguins. The egg hatches after 50 to 60 days, and the parents continue to take turns minding their chick and foraging for food to sustain them. Around 40 days after hatching, chicks are large enough to survive on their own. Covered in fluffy brown down, they band together to form groups called creches. Chicks rely on each other for warmth and protection from predators while they grow and learn how to survive on their own. Most chicks go through 3 stages of development: an initial growth spurt, during which time they grow almost to full size, although they're still covered in brown down, a period of fasting and weight loss during winter, and a final growth spurt and molt before fledging. King penguins become fully independent around 16 months after birth. Skuas, giant petrels, kelp gulls and snowy sheathbills frequent king penguin colonies, feeding on unguarded chicks and eggs. At sea, king penguins are a food source for leopard seals, fur seals and killer whales. In the past, king penguins were also heavily hunted by humans for their meat, oil, blubber and feathers. Today, they're fully protected. It's so much fun to watch them. No wonder Disney produced so many movies with them. You can literally read their minds and faces, and they're so curious and not afraid of human beings at all. It's not for you, Dad. We end up taking the very last Zodiac back to the ship, along with hundreds of photos and video clips from today. What a fantastic first day in South Georgia. Despite the weather, we had a blast. So many king penguins up close and personal. We will never forget this. It was truly spectacular. A trip like this costs a lot of money, but when you're in one of the planet's last great wildernesses, you're really grateful that you had the privilege to see this. Thanks to all the crew for making this possible. You are amazing too. Our second day in South Georgia starts with a Zodiac cruise in the beautiful Hercules Bay to see the macaroni penguins jumping up and down the steep slopes. During lunch, the hondius travels south past many glaciers to Grytviken, the only former whaling station on South Georgia that is safe to visit. It's a historical place where once more than 54,000 whales were processed and where Ernest Shackleton is buried.